it's time for me to talk about this. This has been weighing on my conscience, and somebody's asked it in the chat. Brennan, did you see the post on Chiracology clowning you for the AI upscale King Von reaction video? Thoughts? Yeah, this was pretty low for me, to be honest. So let me explain the story with a little bit more context, so maybe you guys can actually understand like what I was getting at when all this went down. So I've been working on a King Von video for like, literally, man, I was writing this thing in December. Like, I've done Von videos before, but I wanted to do the King Von life story, like his whole life, all of the supposed murders and bodies that they say he did. Like, I want to break down every single one, work out, did he do it? Didn't he do it? Is there evidence? Did he tweet about it? Just get to the bottom of his whole life story, tell his whole rap career story, like the songs that really made him a star, how he was moving around the industry, the beef that he ended up, everything. I wanted to tell the whole life story. And I can't tell that without the King Von being shot on camera situation. It's a big part of the story. You can't not have that in the story. The only thing is, you actually can't show that on YouTube, right? You can't. There's bits of it floating around on YouTube, but generally, like, a lot of the takes, the clips of the Von shooting, they were taken off of YouTube. You know, some of them do still remain. Usually they're age restricted, or they just get straight up taken down. So the majority of this footage exists, at least to me, on Reddit. Not just Reddit, because I'm pretty sure like the Daily Mail and the Sun and a lot of these sort of like news organizations that just, you know, the straight up like clickbait farms, like they were hosting the King Von death footage on their websites too. So this isn't a piece of footage that's like highly coveted, a piece of footage that's like, I mean, everybody's seen it, right? Like everybody saw that clip of the King Von fight and the shootout. So it's an important piece of footage, right? So I've just spent months doing this King Von video. Like, I've spent months working this out. And part of that was, I spent days looking at the King Von shooting footage where he lost his life and breaking it down, second by second, play by play, trying to work out exactly what happened. And, I used a website called, I think it's called AI Images. Let me see if I can show you guys this. Ooh, nothing there. Ain't nothing there. Hang on. Yeah, I used this website called AI Images because I basically just wanted to get a better view of like a lot of the stuff in that footage. I know, look at this, okay? You can see there's a comparison. It's very subtle. There's not a huge amount of difference in it. Like, they've removed some static, but there's a bunch of different tools that they have. So I paid my bread. I put my money. I invested my money. It wasn't a huge amount, but like, I invested some money into using this website. I got a premium account. I took the King Von footage. I upscaled it. I did all the improvements that were possible to me. The outcome is okay. It's pretty good. It was maybe slightly better. I can't really show you that footage here, but like, I can maybe show you like a tiny bit of it where before we see any of the violence. Let me see if I can find it for you. But basically, I put the footage of the Von situation into this program, just trying to find like any details or to just like get a closer look at what was actually going on in there. And I'll be honest, like I didn't find any additional details, but I feel like from the upscaled and enhanced footage, I could definitely see just more of what was going on. Like I could get more of a sense of like the movements that were going on. When you see Lil Tim like jump out the car with the gun and sort of like point it towards Von and shoot, and then he's on the floor and he's got his gun, and two of the other guys from O Block are trying to execute him and shoot him on the floor. I felt like just these little moments you could actually observe and see a lot better, these movements and this like unspoken communication between these groups in the enhanced footage, because it just made it a lot smoother and a lot easier to see what was going on. Let me try and find it for you. Okay. Right, I'm pulling it up. I'm gonna have to pause before before Von starts swinging on fools. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause it. But let me just show you like this is what we're working with. I made it like a sort of side-by-side comparison. This is they've basically taken the footage from the shooting, which, again, it's easy to look at this and be like, oh, it's not HD upscaled 4K. Yeah, it's not gonna magically turn this into like a 4K Steven Spielberg production. But I mean, you can see the text at the bottom is a bit sharper. You can just like see, you can make out the individuals like a little bit better than you could before. And, you know, it just helped. It just helped. Like, the way people are moving, it sort of slowed it down frame by frame. Because it wasn't just upscaling, it was also like frame rate enhancement. Like, you can see the way Von's moving is quite smooth. You know, it's okay, look, it's jittery, but it's like more smooth than the original. You get more of a sense of the way people are moving, where people are going. I got to pause this right before he swings on him. Oh, okay, that's like a hair away from connecting, so I pray I'm not going to get demonetized for this. I can't show you any more of this. But basically, like, I felt like this whole thing, it just made me understand what was going on in this situation a lot more. So I made this, and, you know, I kind of was like, I can't even include this in the main Von video, right? When I make the whole Von video, I need to get this off screen. When I make the entire full-blown Von video, I can't even use this, right? This has helped me understand the situation that went down. I can include it in the Patreon-only version of the video so that, you know, the entire 3-hour whatever piece kind of works with all of this footage and makes it really clear what's going on. But, like, I've been sat here for months trying to get this Von video done, not releasing anything. I'll be honest, like, I felt like it was valuable. I wanted to put it out there. I've got a series on my Patreon called Modern Crime Caught on Camera, where I break down sort of like different true crime situations. I can't even show you the trailer of it because it's got violence in it. But, you know, I just decided to take this footage and just make it an episode of my modern crime stuff, because it's one of the most famous sort of crime incidents that's caught on camera of the last few years in hip-hop. And I'll be honest, I really just didn't think much of it, you know. I didn't think of it as like, oh, I'm going to monetize the King Von death footage. Like, I'm selling the King Von death footage on the corner. Bear in mind, this has been on Reddit for years. This has been floating around Reddit, Instagram. I've seen people posting this footage on TikTok. This shit ain't new. I really was just wanting to give people an insight into my analysis. I wanted to just deliver something to the fans, to the people that follow me on Patreon, that, I'll be honest, like, I've just been so focused on these individual videos that are taking me more than a month. Like, I feel bad. Like, in a lot of cases, my patrons are going 2 months without being delivered something good, because I'm sat there trying to make one good video over 2 months, and I know I'm going to deliver an uncut version to them. I was just trying to throw a little bit of my research, a bit of my process out to the patrons. So I threw it out, and I also threw it up on my, my second channel community tab. Literally, again, it's like, I wasn't even thinking. I'll be honest. I wasn't even thinking. I was just like frustrated. I haven't released anything for ages. Let me knock together a little bit of content for the fans, for the patrons, not for the public, that utilizes this upscaled King Von footage that I've got. It breaks down the situation in more detail. I pick out a few things that I think a lot of people probably missed when they saw this footage in the news. And yeah, I threw it up. I wasn't expecting the backlash. And I get it. I do actually get the backlash. You know, this is footage of a guy being killed. If you take a step back, you know, if you take a step back from the rap game, the fact that, you know, the King Von, Lil Durk, Quando Rondo, Youngboy beef is like, that's modern day Tupac versus Biggie times 100. You know, that's what this situation is. People are going to look back on this situation like the Tupac and Biggie situation, but more serious, and it's more well documented. So, and I've spent months looking at nothing but King Von's tweets talking about killing people, footage of Von getting shot, footage of other people getting shot, footage of Quando's homies back in Savannah shooting at people getting killed. And I'll be honest, I probably, at the point when I made this and put this out there, I probably was feeling like really desensitized. Like, really desensitized to the violence, really desensitized to the fact that this is like, it is a video of somebody getting shot at the end of the day. And, you know, maybe I was just too close to the content. And, you know, when I saw like all the comments, you know, I deleted it off my community tab because I've been going through a lot of stuff unrelated to this anyway. And I was just down, you know, I felt bad. You know, I felt like maybe it was the wrong thing to do. but is what it is, man. But I did see them on Reddit hating on me. Let's take a look. Let's react to that. You know, realistically, it's just like, it's a symptom of like me being too close to this content. You know, in a way, you know, doing all of this stuff, spending weeks just looking at people King Von supposedly killed, right? There's at least 7 people that he's been connected to the murders of. You know, rumors of at least 7 people. You know, I've found 12 people that were killed whose Von's name has been associated with, right? I'm not saying King Von killed 12 people, but this is the stuff I'm looking at, right? So I think to a certain degree I was desensitized and sort of I was, you know, I think I probably did dehumanize Von a little bit, putting together this footage, and I think I do regret that. But at the same time, you know, I know that I do need to, you know, be more sensitive. And I think when you see the full documentary, the full King Von piece, you know, it is going to be very negative in regards to Von, as far as like him being in the streets and doing bad things to other people. But also, you know, it is going to humanize him. It is going to look at everything that he got into in his life, the ups and downs as a man, and break that down. But when I released this little clip to my Patreon, just as part of the research process, it was a little slither of the work that I had done. You know, I agree. I don't think it struck the right tone. I don't think it was like, you know, the exact... I just don't think it was the appropriate approach. And, yeah, obviously it wasn't well received. And for people like, oh, you want to make money off King Von? Bruh, I probably made $200 off of this being on there. It's not. I'm not here for the money, and also I'm not like. I more wanted to be like, yo, throw this up for my $5 supporters in this format. I wanted to keep making videos in this style. But anyway, let's take a look at some of the hate they were giving me, because I got to take it. I got to take it on the chin. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I'll read everything. Traplow Ross charging £5 for an enhanced video of King Von's death. God damn. This is the thing. I used AI to... So here's the thing. When I was writing this caption, right, I was really just trying to keep it really simple and to the point, because I didn't see this. I wasn't like, oh, bro, you know, I didn't want to write like, I've spent the last 2 months investigating King Von, blah, blah, blah. I literally was... This, to me, was just like a sort of bit of throwaway content. And again, I understand why that maybe isn't appropriate considering the subject matter. But as part of like a thing, just imagine it as part of like a bigger story, like me spending months looking into this and just wanting to get something to my patrons. You know, this was very matter of fact. I used AI to enhance the footage of King Von versus Quando Rondo incident. That's literally what I did. Like, that's what I've been up to. This is an update. I've been doing this. My analysis of the 4K footage is up on Patreon for my $5 supporters only. Yeah. It is not on YouTube. It's not for everyone. It's not on the stream. It's on Patreon for the most dedicated people, because... let's be real, this is an early look at something I've worked for months on. All the times people called you a culture vulture, I said, nah, not Ross. This is as vulture as you get. Look, I kind of regret deleting this community tab, but I couldn't take it, to be honest, that day. I just couldn't take it. But there were no positive comments in there. I remember seeing it was all negativity. It was all like proper fans, like day ones, really twisting the knife on me, and that really hurt. But like I say, I think I did do wrong with this. But here we go, man. About to break my heart. Man, I can usually defend Ross. He's corny as fudge, but at least he puts effort into research. But this is just pathetic. Yeah, you got to give... Wait, is this on the UK drill sub? There was a worse one on Chiracology. I'll find that in a bit. But let's read something. Because the UK drill ones are supposed to be my boys. What else? People have seen the footage from 2020. Why is he charging $5? Shout out my guy, I gave him an upvote. Because it's enhanced. Yes, because it's enhanced. I'm not charging for the footage. This is my analysis. This is me for 10 minutes breaking down every step by step that what happened. Okay, this happened. Von throws a punch at Quando. Tim jumps out the back of the truck. He opens fire. He's then hit from either this side or this side. It's unclear who shot him. He's then on the ground. Von's boys are now trying to execute Quando. The gun jams, they can't execute him, so they run. They end up getting shot by the cops. This shit's crazy, and that's his analysis. I've literally sat down and worked that out for you. If that's not worth something, come on, man. Not defending him, but it's on Patreon because the footage would get taken down from YouTube, true. Plus, Patreon is a service where you have to pay for subscriptions to view content anyway. Still an odd video to make from him, though. Yeah. I preferred when he just did cool hip-hop stories like Puff shooting up a nightclub and... This is a great contradiction, but this overanalyzing of gang culture by people that I have no idea about is dumb. Yeah, you know, I really hate all this gangbanging stuff. I just miss when Ross did wholesome stories about people shooting up nightclubs. Okay. Shout out to you, though, for shouting out the old videos. I love it. Okay, I'll go to Chiracology after this. No surprise, he's a little cunch boy from Bognor Regis who has been profiting off this shit for years now. I support his messages of going against violence, but this is obvious he's a big leech. The kind of person, Wiley. The US people won't know what that's about, but, bruh, they're roasting me. They're saucing me, okay? Let me try and find the US one. Bruh. Let me find it. Here we go. The Chiracology. It's got a lot of comments, a lot of votes. Let's see. Hang on. Bruh. It's painful, man. Wait. Just got to get my factoring right on this. Okay. All right, here we are. Chiracology. What are they going to say? I can barely take it, man. WTF, that's all. This dude used to read the fake bodies out to his viewers and put faces on there without caring. Wait till my next video. There ain't no fake bodies, bro. This fucking evil guy, Chusky, Chicago Scene 88, and Academics are the Chiracology axis of evil. That was funny, even though I downvoted it. Trash Law Ross was always a clown. People now just seeing it. And look, I'm not even going to do the discourtesy of just clicking on some of you motherfuckers judging me and seeing the shit that you guys be posting on Reddit, okay? You Chiracologists, who I usually have the utmost respect for, all you guys hating on me, I'm about to just click on your channel and expose you for all of the bodies that you're speculating on, all of the egging on the gang violence, just for me posting some analysis of quite literally the most famous hip-hop incident of the past 5 years. Bruh. Don't make me read out your post history, but anyway. Disgusting. Charging to see an N-word die. It's the analysis. Look, okay, once again, I do appreciate that I've been too wrapped up in this subject matter. I've explained myself, right? That's not what I'm doing. That's not specifically it. And if you want to talk about that, bro, we're talking about King Von, the guy that's got 7 bodies, right? 7 alleged bodies, okay? And I'm the one who's bad, but fine. Shout out to this guy. He's not charging to see someone die. He's charging for a mini doc where he gives insights and talks about it along with other videos, you moron. Shout out my guy, even though he had -4. My G. Shout out to him. What a dweeb. All of his videos, he uses uncensored death clips as Patreon hook. Look, my videos, when they're on Patreon, the thing about Patreon is it's the videos that are on Patreon, they're meant to be my videos on Patreon, they are meant to be a entire completed research process. Every single detail. If there's a tweet about the crime, it's in the video. If there's a clip of the shooting, it's in the video. If there's a picture of the guy's body left on the side of the road for 4 hours because the police department couldn't be bothered to clean it up, that's going in the Patreon video because that's fucked up and I'm documenting what really went on in these situations. My whole thing is I'm giving you everything. I'm trying to give you every detail, everything about a story, everything I can't show you on YouTube because you can go and look that shit up yourself. I don't want you to have to, let me go and look up this thing. There's just everything that ever happened. And if in the unfortunate case that Von or anyone else, there's numerous people in these Von stories that got killed on camera, if that happened, that's going in the video because that's what happened in the world and that's what was documented. It's unfortunate, but it's true. And all these people hating on me, Trap Law Ross, you're hating. You were all these Von sexuals, all the King Von fans that are like, oh, this is so wrong. You were all cheering when Quando Rondo's friend Lil Pab got killed. You were all reposting the clip of Quando Rondo going, no! You and the dead with the dead body in the background. Every single news station was playing that clip with Quando screaming and the dead body in the background. Is what it is. If something happens in the real world, people are going to report on it. Better not see no more shit defending this fudging clown. Traplaw Ross. This guy tagged me as well. Lil Pump to go, Lil Reese to go. Which one is it? You really out here effing up. Shake my head. I know you want to get paid for your work, but this ain't it, homie. I bet you he not going to respond. Probably going to delete his account after this. Edit, he was commenting on Reddit an hour ago. He ducking the smoke. I ain't ducking no smoke. I'm smoking on you right now. Kush smoke, gun smoke. We are rolling you up in the woods and smoking you right now. Your bitch ass. Anyway, there's better ways to monetize than charging extra to see a dude die in 4K. Fuck that. What's a better way to monetize? You know, killing 7 people in Chicago and then rapping about it? I don't know. Anyway, is what it is, man. Look at it. Look at the comments. Blah, 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 blah. You're so bad. I can't believe you posted. I can't believe you would do this. I can't believe Traplaw Ross would make a video breaking down a crime that was caught on camera, says the Chiracology subreddit. Let's just go on the wiki. Let's just go on Death Dates and article talking about me selling body. I mean, to be fair, the guys on Chiracology aren't monetizing this stuff, but it doesn't matter. Like, this is the whole sub is bodies, murders, making fun of people, sliding on the ops. You know what I mean? To be fair, last time I scrolled through Chiracology unabated, it was it ended in disaster, and there were deaths in the videos, which isn't for YouTube. But bro, come on. I'm doing analysis on one of the most famous moments in hip-hop. Yes, I do realize it was a bit tone deaf to post it on its own. I'll probably stick to just doing the full 3-hour breakdowns with everything in context. But come on. 10 bodies, that's max. Got to trade my Mac. You know, we're all celebrating murders in Chiracology. But your boy wants to do a little bit of analysis like the gosh darn local news. And you're on my ass. So anyway, just for context, like I didn't change the screens then, but I was scrolling through Chiracology. There's all sorts of bodies on there every day in, day out, nothing but bodies, and is what it is, man. I probably won't do one of these little snippets from a video because it backfired on me, but like, bruh, I'm not feeling too bad about it, so is what it is. But I don't know, man. Is what it is. Can't say much more than that, other than the big King Von video is coming, and it's finna be fuego.